So guys, we're back for the Empoli Let's Play series. We're right at the end of the season. It's been a torrid season. Are we going to survive? Yes, we are. But this is the last game of the season. I wanted to do this game, see if we can finish high as possible, and then we'll have a look at the transfer budgets and a few good young players that are coming through the ranks. So after 37 games, we find ourselves in a 13th position, well above that relegation zone in the end, after what can only be described as an absolute torrid season, especially at the start. But overall, we're going to be happy with that. We've survived the drop. Hopefully we get a few quid to spend next year. But overall, we've had a decent end to the season. We picked up some really big results. We beat Venezia. We got smashed by Napoli, which of course, yes, you expect that. But drawing to Sassuolo, beating Udinese as you venture further down here. We actually won at the San Siro by 2-1. We actually battered Juventus by 3-0, which only leaves us one more game against Cremonese, who are 19th. And they're already relegated, so fingers crossed it should be a nice easy victory. 3 points, end the season on a high. Then we'll have a look at what sort of figures and money we've got to spend next year. We've had a few injury concerns throughout the past few months. Of course, we've got no Johan Bonny, but Laf is going to be filling in up front. We've lost our goalkeeper, Lotka, not going to be back until next year. And Mazzuri is still suspended. But overall, we're looking good. And it's going to be, I'm going to try and clear out some of the squad next year. Our most impressive player has been Laf. As you can see, he's joined, since joining, 15 appearances, 5 goals, 6 assists. He's been absolutely superb for us. But overall, I'm happy we've just survived the drop. Now, I did really annoy one of our players, Johan Bonny. I really annoyed him. He's now wanted by some decent teams. We couldn't get a new contract on him, so he has still got a minimum fee release clause of £10.5 million, which isn't ideal. But if he does go and we get that sort of money for him, we'll look to invest it as much as we can. But let's not forget, we're going in for £7 million. He's been a really good player for us. He's a bit argumentative, so we had to go with him. And like I said, we annoyed him by arguing about not having the shot to play in a very important game for us. But overall, stats-wise, he looks really good. It will be sad to see him go if he does part ways from us. But I think overall from the team, there's going to be about 5 or 6, 7 players leaving at the end of the season. Overall, the average ratings have not been good enough. We need to definitely look to improve the squad so we don't have another torrid season next year. I'd like to improve and maybe look to push on and just maybe get somewhere near some sort of European football. Now on the youth team, a few of the players that come through, we've got 4 players that are looking very good. We've got Bellotti. If we look at his stats, especially for a 16-year-old, looks absolutely incredible. Already valued at anything up to £1.7 million. If we look at Stenberg here, another potentially 5-star player, looks really good once again. We've got a winger in Fremora, who's another potential 5-star player. But I think he's more of a, maybe, I don't know, is he a deep line forward? He's not particularly very quick, so maybe we can retrain him as maybe an attacking midfielder, something like that. And the last one is Marco Spadavecchia, potential of 5-star over the next few years. Fantastic finishing. Looks a little bit slow. At 15 years of age, can we look to get him in some sort of speed training to improve his, improve his overall physicals in general. But we're finishing that's really good. Decent composure, good determination. Looks like he could be another superstar for the future. So with game day now upon us, the board and the supporters expect to draw against these. I'll be pretty disappointed because these are crap and they're already relegated. So I definitely want to win this game. At the moment, we've still got £10.1 million of transfer budget. Hopefully, next season's minimum guaranteed budget will be £500,000. That's terrible. So hopefully we can get a little bit more than that. Our projection is still going down. But the only way to improve upon that is to maybe get some sort of European football or finish higher up the league. But finances, they're in a decent place at the moment, so I can't really moan. But let's just keep an eye on the transfer budget and we'll see how it pans out at the end of the season and what the board give us to spend. But that's your team for this game. Of course, we're missing Lotka, Mazzuri and Bonny. We're going to stick with Laf up front, but that's going to be the team to finish the season. It looks like they're going to be setting up and matching us pretty much like for like there in the 4-3-3. They're a poor team. I really want to finish with a win. But anyway, let's get into it and I'll see you all at the game. So Okereke getting us underway today. I'm sure that Cremonese are going to want to try and end on a high as well. Of course, they'll be in Serie B next year, but can we just punish them today? Really take the game to them and send them down on a bit of a downer. Here's Marley bringing it forward. It's a good ball. Laughs in again. And he smashes it home and exactly what we wanted to see from him. Using his pace, using his quality, and he strikes us into a 1-0 lead. Really quick, efficient build-up from the back. Ismaili does well, finds his man, but Belladinelli with the first time, lovely pass over the top. The goalkeeper's not saving that. 1-0 to Empoli. Jungdal goes long with the ball. It's flicked on. Momona on the left-hand side. Can we just defend this now? Let's not give nothing away. It's played in, and it's a good header. Good header. And it's a goal. 1-1. They're back in the game. Really quite poor defending from us there. I'm not really interested in watching your crappy replay because we've conceded the goal. Let's demand a little bit more from the guys. Holgate again. Let's make the nice pass. Let's just be shrewd in what we're doing. Fazzini. Giassi's there. Lovely bit of play. Laff's got space again. Strikes it. And Laff does strike us back into the lead. A great first touch. Gets the ball out of his feet. Strikes it. And we're back into a commanding position. And to be fair, we deserve to be 2-1 up. We've been the better team. They've had one opportunity and somehow found the back of the net. And we take it. It's a great finish. Maybe the goalkeeper could have done a little bit better, but we don't care. 2-1 into Milanese. They've got space over on the wide area again. Momona coming forward with the ball. Let's not foul him, please. Momona puts it in. Strikes it. It's deflected. And Agieri with a nice save there to keep the score at 2-1. We're almost at half-time. And there it goes. At the moment, we do have a 2-1 lead. We're going to say I'm happy with the performance so far. Be much the better team. Belladinelli is going to have to come out carrying a bit of a knock. So on comes Inasetti for him. Bataro. We've got no... Oh, we could put Holgate out on the right-hand side, which would be ideal. Then bring Gallardi centrally, which is absolutely superb. And then I think Grassi's playing good. Fazzini not having his best of games. But let's just plod on. Let's crack on. Let's get this second half underway. Let's hold out. Let's get the 3 points. Bonazzoli, Okereke, a little bit of space. Can we win the ball back? They've got 2 men over now. Bonazzoli, it's a great tackle by Ismaili. Getting himself around the field there. Good. End of the replay. Let's not concede early doors. Find the ball. Go forward now down the left-hand side. Kasache was having a good season. Crossed it in. Laughs in there. First time header. Jungdal tips it over the bar. Back with the goalkeeper. Jungdal. He does go long. Ismaili's got time and he just whacks it to nobody. We lose the ball. They're coming forward. Vieira's in the sub. We get back. Okereke should have done better. We had a man running through then. Kasache checks back into Fazzini. Giassi's there. The Inasetti strikes it. It's a good save. It was almost a magical moment there for the young lad. Could have got himself a goal today, but it is cleared long again. Bonazzoli's there. Giassi's not going to get to it first. Vieira causes all sorts of problems in the middle of the park. Kasache let his man go. Bonazzoli's in. And luckily enough, he's put it wide, but really, really dodgy defending there from our left back. Laff playing through. Appelkamp's in. Can finish it here. Dinks it. And it hits the post. That was almost an absolutely glorious finish. It could have been. Well, really could have put the game to bed there. Big opportunity spurned. Oh, it's a great ball. Laff's in there. Plays it through. Giassi's running through. Dispossessed. This time, Bonazzoli. A chance now for them to break. Okereke's running through on goal. Ahasi's there. Vieira's in. And it's 2-2. Bloody assisted by our old player in Nicholas Haas. There's not going to be no offside flag by the look of it. It's not. And it is 2-2. I think we're going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to go into a 4-2-3-1. They're starting to get their foot on the ball a little bit there. Let's change the setup. Fazzini, you go into there like so. Change them two over. Fazzini's not playing great. Appelkamp's not playing great. We are going to get on Jean down the right-hand side. So change the made. Can we finish strong with 15 minutes to play? Holgate with a throw-in. Fazzini now in a little bit more of an advanced role. Grassi, who's not had one of his best games. Be disappointing to lose this. Yes, we're safe. But I'd like to end it with just anything but a loss. Gallardi. Good ball. Jean out to Holgate. A little bit of space down the right-hand side to come forward. Cross it into the box. Laughs in there. It's cleared again. They're going to get an opportunity to break on us, are they? Or are we going to get a tackle in? Bonazzoli. Down the right-hand side. Easy's past his man. Vieira. We need to stop the cross now. Bonazzoli. Haas is there. Haas another absolutely super-duper ball. That Haas is having the game of his absolute life at the moment. I'm going to demand a little bit more from the guys. Because the way it's looking, there's only going to be one winner. It's going to be Cremonese. Ezequem with the ball. No shot. We could have brought it out. Holgate comes to nothing. 10 minutes to go. They're really, really pushing forward here for the winner. They've gone long. It's cleared this time. Giassi can't get to the ball first again. Let's just win this ball back. Bonazzoli, he's done well to win it back there. Giassi gives it away again. Managed to win it back for Zini. Down the left-hand side. Back to Casace. It's a good ball. Giassi straight across. Laughs there. Holgate going forward. Strikes it stupidly. And that's the end of that replay. I don't think he should have shot. Maybe could have looked for a bit of a cross. But weren't to be. We're in the closing stage of the game now. Can we get ourselves one opportunity? There is a late corner. Can we dream of a late winner? Inasetti to swing this in, delivers it in. It's cleared this time. Grassi's there, forces a save from Jungdal. We're finishing strong. We've got another corner. Inasetti finds somebody in a blue shirt. Yes, please. Crossed in. It's cleared. Vieira clears it. Latilaf is going to get there first. Can we recycle it? We can't, and that is more than likely going to be the end of the game. Seconds left. The referee surely now is going to blow for full time. We've gone long. Latilaf, can he keep it in? Oh, he can't. The ball runs out. And the final whistle does sound. Overall, we was the better team. They had a slightly better XG, but I suppose they had more of the ball. So, is a 2-2 draw a fair result? I'm going to say, yeah, on another day, maybe we could have come away with all 3 points. But we ended the season. We haven't lost. Let's try and kick on from here. So with the season drawing to a close, we have received £2.4 million for finishing in 13th position in the Serie A. But overall across the season, a 13th place finish. We're miles away from the relegation zone, but we're also miles away from qualifying for any sort of European competition. But the board just want us to keep consolidating our position and keep working towards being an established team in the league. And you can see they want us to avoid relegation and they want to just continue the same trajectory, not really being too expectant from us, which is good. A little bit more reserved in what they want, and the board A-, superb, and the fans an A as well. So I'm really pleasing everyone across the whole of the club, which is absolutely superb. Really, the goals all come from Bonnie this season, but a lot of the midfielders did chip in, which is nice. And I think on the assist side of things as well, look at that, a lot of them coming from our wing backs, but we could really do with improving that and maybe getting a little bit more from our attacking midfielders in the wide areas. But overall, not a bad team performance. We haven't been relegated, but there's definitely room for improvement in the transfer market. Mason Holgate, his loan is finishing at the end of the season. I was looking at signing him on a permanent, but he wants a ridiculous amount of money. I think it was like £45,000 a week, so I won't be offering that. Mosconi is going to be leaving. Stankovic leaving, and Missouri, of course, comes in on a permanent deal as well. So we're losing a few loan players, but what we do in the market depends on who we can get out of the club and, of course, what budgets we're going to get to work with, which we'll have a look at shortly before the video ends. So the budgets haven't changed. We have got just over £10 million to spend, which is not ideal. We're really going to have to look to sell some players and bring a little bit of money in if we are going to improve the squad. And with a wage budget of £550,000, it gives us a little bit of money to play with there, but not a lot. So really, we're going to have to maybe put maybe half this into our payroll budget and maybe work the loan market a little bit better this year. But we have still got another player coming in on the wide areas. Abdallah Sima, who has been on loan at us all season, is now going to be joining us on a permanent deal. And we're going to move him to the first team and hopefully getting some game time next year. It looks a really, really good attacking threat for us. So really, not a lot of money to spend. We'll have a look who's available on free transfers. We'll have a look who's available on the loan market. And then we'll scour maybe the Serie B and below to see what young Italian players we can maybe, bring into our club for a relatively cheap price. But let's not forget, we've got nothing in under 20s. They are not very good. Josh Adam will probably look to potentially get him out on loan again next year, maybe back into Scotland. But the under 18 team, we've got some really, really good young kids there, not quite ready for the step up yet. These are going to need at least another 2 or 3 seasons before we can even think about getting these into the full setup here at Empoli. But the future's bright. Hopefully we can get them a little bit of game time as we go forward, maybe in cup competitions or, maybe as they reach 18, maybe look to get them out on loan at some clubs and get some proper game time, some proper match experience, which is, of course, only going to help their development going forward. So not a lot of money to spend for us in the transfer window. We're going to have to be shrewd in what we're doing, of course. It's going to be the same sort of story every season, regardless of if we get European football or whether we finish in mid-table or just outside the relegation zone. We're not going to get the sort of money we need to compete at the top end of the Serie A. But overall, really happy. Mid-table finish, more or less. We've consolidated. we're establishing ourselves as a solid Serie A team. So on the next episode, we will be coming back for the opening game of the season, and we'll have a look at all the business that we've done with players in, and I'm going to look to really offload a lot of the dead wood in the squad. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to the channel. It is greatly appreciated. But until next time, guys, peace.